Hello. We are back with a live stream. It is so good to be back. Thank you everyone that is joining in right now on the chat. We're going to watch Chelsea beat Newcastle, I hope, anyway. I'm really looking forward to the game. I'm really looking forward to watching it with you all. Hello, Sam. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Mikhail. Welcome to the stream. Let's get into it. Let's talk about score predictions. So we'll get into the teams in a second. Don't worry about that. We'll go through the teams in great detail because there's a lot of stuff to talk about today. A lot of interesting stuff that I want to get into. But the first thing to talk about is the score predictions. I'm feeling, it might be a little bit hopeful, but I am going to go with the 2-1 today. They are decimated by injuries. And I think we should talk about the injuries first of all. I'm going to pull up the team sheets right now. Let's have a look. So they have 12 injuries. They've just lost Joe Willock to what seems like a serious injury. And it's not looking good for them at all. It's looking a bit scary. So let's go into their team first. Their team is Pope, Trippier, Lascelles, Schär, Livramento. So definitely not their first choice back four by any means. Botman is still injured. They've still got lots of injuries there. They've got no left backs anywhere near the squad. So it's good to see Livramento come back, but let's hope that he doesn't show us up because he's quality and we know he's quality, and I think quite a lot of us would love to have seen him in and around the Chelsea squad. And it's a bit of a sad state of affairs that we had so many good right backs, and probably the blocker that was Reece James that meant that Livramento never got his chance. So it's good to see him back. I wish him all the worst today though. Let's keep it that simple. Then you've got Guimaraes, Miley and Joe Linton. So you've got a 17, 18-year-old in the middle of the park for Newcastle. And I mean, it's just scary for them. This is where you really do see the impact of all the injuries that Newcastle have. And it's not looking good, is it? And then you've got Almiron, who, my friend, Brian, the true Geordie, he calls him the headless chicken. So we'll see how headless he is today. I always think he looks relatively good. I'm not going to give him too much credit. Then you've got Isak up top, which is a very, very good blessing for them. I'm sure they'll be delighted to see him playing. And then you've got Gordon on the left-hand side. So, with their injuries and the way that they're setting up and the midfield that they have there, I think we've got to fancy ourselves today, haven't we? I think if we're not beating them, then something has gone wrong. Or you see another masterclass by Eddie Howe. I mean, what a manager he is. So underrated. And obviously, I've got this connection with True Geordie and we love watching the games together on the kickoff and all of the live streams that we do together. So we do pay close attention to Newcastle. This is a bit of a derby for me. So it's one that I really, really want to win. So let's hope we can get a result. But yeah, I think that squad is totally gettable. And so we've got to be really, really going for it. But shall we have a look at the Chelsea squad? Because this is what we really want to get into. There's a few changes today. There's some players that I didn't think would be in the starting 11. So let's get into it. So Sanchez in goal, we knew he'd be going in there. Petrovic isn't getting a shot. And let's be honest, Robert Sanchez has played okay recently. So, he deserves to be in there. Cucurella starts at left back. Colwill, he hasn't been very fit, has he, at all? And he's had the shoulder injury, so they've obviously not rushed him back. But I think that is a big shame because Colwill was so good. I rate him so highly. But I have to say, I don't particularly worry about Cucurella being in that left-back spot now. And who would have thought at the start of the season that we'd be saying that? I think it's a bit mad. Then we've got Badiashile at the left centre-back. Another one that was surprising to me. Disasi's dropped down to the bench. Don't really know what's going on there. Seems a bit of a weird one, doesn't it, to see him not playing. He's played very, very well recently for us and really looked like he's a linchpin in the back four. And we might have expected him to play, and he's not in the squad. So that is a shame. That's a big shame that he's not there. But come on, Badiashile, he's good. He's very good, and it's good to see him back. We rate him so highly, and the reason why we rate him so highly is because he was immense last season. And so I'm not really worried about him being in the squad there. Then you've got Thiago Silva next to him, the man that is really undroppable. And when you're saying about the most undroppable players for Chelsea. He's got to be right up there now. He's just so good. It is such a shame that we're seeing him in the twilight of his career now, isn't it? Because imagine seeing him with JT in his prime. God, I would have loved that. I would have absolutely loved that. So that's great. And then you've got Reece James back, hopefully to his best. I'm crossing my fingers. I do worry about how fit Reece is going to be long term, and I just hope that he can get out of a run of games now to see us really showing his best, because he deserves to be in there, and he deserves to be in the starting 11. So it's great to see him back. Playing regularly, starting games. We'll see how long he lasts today. Don't know if he'll be able to play the full 90. Let's hope he will. Let's hope he does. Then you've got a pivot, and this is an interesting one, isn't it? Because we had both of those boys, Caicedo and Enzo, who is our starting midfield pivots. They were both in South America, and you thought, how well are they going to travel and be back? I thought that Enzo would be the one that dropped out, and he's absolutely not. He's there, he's starting. It was a massive game that he played against Brazil. They were fighting each other in the stands, they were fighting each other in the pitch, and he's managed to make himself available for this match, which is insane. I don't know how well he's going to be able to match up against Newcastle, but you look at their weakest areas and it probably is their midfield, so it's good to see him play. And I've been saying that Ugochukwu deserves to get a start in the Premier League. He is looking very, very good. He is incredibly young, and he gets his start today, and we'll see how well he does. This is a big game. It's a very tough place to go, St James's Park, but he is brilliant. So let's see how he plays in the pivot. Conor Gallagher obviously plays in the number 10 role. We'll see how far advanced he is today. But my God, has he been good. What a player he has been for us. And, a player that we much maligned. We thought that he wasn't going to be good enough at the start of the year. Many people said that. And he's proven a lot of people wrong. So it's great to see him playing, and he's vice captain for a reason at the moment, isn't he? With Chilwell being out injured, he's very much taking the mantle when Reece isn't on the pitch, and it's great to see him there. And then you've got the front three that we were expecting: Sterling on the left, Jackson through the middle, and Cole Palmer on the right hand side. Maybe a bit harsh on Broja, maybe a bit harsh on Mudryk, who is my favourite player now. I love him a lot. I really like Mudryk, and I think it's very harsh that we don't see him more often in the starting 11. So that is a bit of a shame. But I think overall that is a solid team, and we should be beating them, shouldn't we? So let's see how it goes today. I do want to know all your score predictions, so make sure you get those in before the start of the game, because I don't want anyone coming in and going, oh yeah, I predicted a 2-1 win when it's 70 minutes and we're winning. So let's get those predictions in. Rita's saying I'm at work, it's break time, you can't watch the game. Well, maybe what you can do is you can put me in your ear, and I can give you a little, I can let you know when the goals are going in. Let me know if you're going to do that. We've got someone here, Romnos from New Zealand. Welcome to the stream. 4 a.m. How do you get up in the morning? I can't even get up at 9 o'clock. I can't even get up at 10 sometimes. Don't know how you do it. Credit to you, and I hope that you're going to see a win today. I really, really do. Hoss, you're saying that Disasi is average. I think that's harsh. I think that is very harsh, actually. I think he's been all right when he's played for us. Don't think he's particularly made any glaring mistakes. I remember there was that one against Liverpool that he didn't push right up against the strikers. I wouldn't say that was a massive glaring error, but certainly one that he could have done better with. And I think maybe in the future we might end up seeing Disasi and Badiashile playing together. You could see Disasi with his right foot playing on the right, Badiashile as the left centre back, and then maybe Colwell goes back to his left back. The future in our defence is looking a bit, I don't know, it's not looking as clear and obvious as we thought it was going to be, to borrow the VAR term. We look like we are in for another centre-back. Chaloba looks like he's off. Trev he looks like he's off. Thiago Silva is going to be gone, probably at the end of the season. So yeah, our defence is looking a bit different. It's looking like it's going to be a bit different. So maybe we will see those together. But look, I like Disasi, but I'm also not necessarily gutted that he's not playing, because Badiashile has been brilliant. Tell you why I'm gutted though is because Disasi has just got in the fantasy football team, and I look like a bit of an idiot for doing that. So yeah, bit of a shame. That one. Visa Pass, you have asked, what is my thoughts on Enzo versus Bruno? Well, they played each other, didn't they, in the Argentina and Brazil fixtures. They know each other very well, and they're going to be facing up against each other again today. I think that Enzo is quality, but I think that Bruno is very, very good as well. Obviously, we heard lots of rumours about Bruno potentially moving on. You know, he signed a new contract, he's got a release clause. Is he going to go to Real Madrid? Is he that level of quality? If you ask the Newcastle fans, they will 100% say yes. 100%. So I think it's going to be a really, really tough battle between those two. But you've got to look at the other players around them. Joel Linton's been absolutely brilliant for them, so again, we've got to be wary of him. But Miley, 17-year-old kid, whenever I've seen him play, he's looked like a very, very, very good 17, 18-year-old kid. But he doesn't look like he's a starting 11 Premier League player. And they have to play in there because of the injury crisis. But that's the area that I would attack, and I'd go for him. Which is harsh when you look at how good he's been. Really harsh. But there you go. I think that'll be a really good battle, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it. I think, maybe hopefully, that Enzo will come out better. But Enzo's going to be knackered. But Bruno will be as well, because they're both travelled over. So we've got a 2-0 Chelsea prediction here. I like that. I'm going to go 2-1. I think that they will score. I think it'll probably be Isak that scores. And I'm going to go... Who's going to go for our goal scorers? I'll probably say Jackson and let's go Cole Palmer. Yeah, why not? Don't think Sterling's scoring today. But I hope he does. Really, really hope he does. So yeah. Make sure you send this round, guys, if you haven't already, by the way. If you want to get more people in to watch this stream, to join us with a very relaxing afternoon watching the football. I thought today, you know, I'm going to watch the game. Why not do it with all of you guys? I'm so grateful for you all joining in and watching it with me. It should be a good laugh, and I think it should be a win. Let's hope so, anyway. I'm also going to keep an eye on the other fixtures. I've got some of the other results here up on my other screen. Obviously, we've got some pretty decent games so far today. I wouldn't say the best games in the world. I have to say, why the hell are we not on TV as well, by the way? Mental that we're not on TV. But we've got Burnley West Ham, Luton Palace, Forest Brighton, which is probably the best game other than ours, and then Sheffield United Bournemouth, which is a bottom of the table clash. It's a big game for Everton, that is as well. I'm sure they'll be watching in there. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Someone saying that you're getting some echo. I hope you're not. If you are, let me know. Hopefully I can sort that out, but if not, just refresh that stream, Romnos, and let me know. And then obviously we've got Brentford Arsenal tonight, which should be a very good game as well. I'm looking forward to that. The boys are coming out now against the St James's Park crowd. What a cauldron of an atmosphere there is going to be there. They've got a massive tifo at the end there, which is very scary for the boys, but I don't feel that they should be scared of the team that they're up against today. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Let me know if you are getting an echo, because I'll have to try and figure that out. Shouldn't be any echoes. Let's hope not. Anyway, is that better? Let me know if that's better. I've just reduced one of the microphones that I've got on here. Hopefully that should sound nicer. Greetings from Texas. Welcome to the stream. You're going for a goal for Badiashile and Jackson. I love it. I absolutely love it. Is that better, guys? Giving me the thumbs up. Give me a few more thumbs up if it's sounding better. Thank God. It's always difficult with these streams to get the sound right. I had two microphones in, so hopefully this is sounding absolutely beautiful. We're seeing the team sheets. Get in. I'm very excited for this game. I'm really excited to see Hugo Chukwu starting in the Premier League. I really want to see Cole Palmer come up with another brilliant performance. How good is it, by the way, to have three English boys up front, behind the striker there for us? It's really, really good. We've got a lovely English core of very quality players. It's lovely to see. I'm really excited as well. Oh, we're sounding better. Beautiful. God, we spend so much time on the sound here. It's so important. I'm gonna whack the graphics up soon as well. Hopefully you can see those. They're all working there. We're gonna get the time when the game kicks off. I'm very, very excited. And I think we should be winning this game. I really, really do. You're going 3-0. There's the 3-0 shouts. Come on, more. Let's get some more predictions in if you haven't already. Give me a shout on what you think the result is going to be today. It should be a bloody good one. Eddie Howe there is giving a high five to Bruno. He needs him to have a bloody good game if they're going to get a result today. He needs him to have a proper good game. Brilliant. The sound's looking good. Absolutely love it. Right. The boys are getting ready. Isak is giving a team talk there to the boys. They're going to come around in a huddle before the game starts. I'll tell you what, I just got a sight of Miley there. He does look like he is 18. He really does look like he's 18. Scary, actually, that he is that young, starting in the Premier League. But then again, we've got a very young team. In fact, I want to have a quick look. At how young our team actually is today, because there's so many stats that are misleading. And obviously, Sterling and Thiago Silva, they bump the average up, don't they? But the average today is 25. Which is one of our younger ones, actually. Ugachuk, we're bringing that down, obviously. Badiashile is very young. He's bringing it down. Cole Palmer's young. Gallagher's still quite young. Cucurella's still young. Jackson's 22, 23, isn't he? Just had a baby. Congratulations to him. I'm sure his family are watching the stream right now because they want to support the Josh Aveste YouTube channel. We love it. It's so good to be back. And we have just kicked off. Let me get the scorecard going. And we get the screen going up. We make sure that we've added a couple of seconds. We're live. Look at that. Look at that scoreboard. Get in. Love it. Right, we kicked off. I'm going to get a little bit of sound cooking here because I want to see and hear the crowds, because you know what the crowd's like. It'll be very interesting to hear them because they're going to be right up for it today, Newcastle. They're going to be right up for it. And so we need to get in there. We need to get a goal quick, ideally. I'd like a really quick goal, actually. If we could get a goal in the first 15 minutes, that would definitely settle the nerves, because I am nervous. I am really nervous. Come on, Chelsea. Let's have a good result here. Let's have a good game. Let's get into it. So they've kicked off. We're looking like we're pressing. Cucurella's just done a very silly push there. Very silly push. I'm not sure about that. Sterling's won the ball. They're shouting for a handball and he's won the handball. Can I just say, I've talked about this before, but this kit, it's good, isn't it? I'm wearing it today. Look at that. Look at that badge. Beautiful. It is a very, very good one. And I always love it. I tell you what, we haven't played in our away kit a lot recently. I'm just gonna have a little drink. We haven't played in our away kit a lot recently. We played it against Bournemouth, didn't we? That's not a bad kit. Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous here. Because Newcastle are a quality team, and they should be challenging for the Champions League places. And if they didn't have this massive injury crisis, they would be right up there. They would be absolutely right up there. Oh, it's so good to be back, though. We were waiting for that international break to just finish. I was counting down the days. I really was. I'm struggling here. Here we go. I'm just going to get my stream cooking because we're struggling. But we're here. We're back. Come on, the boys. So we're passing it around. Cole Palmer's just got it in the middle of the park. Lovely ball to Gallagher. Absolutely exquisite ball to Gallagher. Sterling controls it. Let's go. Come on, Sterling. Come on, Raheem. And he passes it out to Reece James, who gets the ball, cuts inside. It's looking decent. It's looking decent. We're playing the ball around, but we have lost it here. Cole Palmer. Inside to Gallagher. Come on. Come on, boys. Reece James gets it. He's whipped it in. Struggling. And Newcastle get it away. Well, we've looked like we're on top here. We really do. We really, really do. I'm just having some bloody link issues here. I hate watching Premier League games at 3 o'clock. It is so boring. So boring. But we are going to watch it nonetheless. Cucurella gets the ball. Dribbling it out. He misplaces the pass, and that's a shame because he doesn't usually make these mistakes. Sterling's won it. Jackson is in here. Come on, Jackson, pass it. Come on, Jackson. He's passed it. Oh, it's not strong enough, is it? It's not strong enough at all. And we've missed out there. That's a shame. That was a chance. That was a big chance. Jackson to Sterling. Here we go. Listening to the games, yeah, listening to them. Do you know what? I'm actually just getting someone drawing the game out, actually. Like, basically, like, they're drawing individual pictures, just letting me know what's going on, you know, talking about who's passing it to who. Because, obviously, we can't watch the games, and you've just got to love that, haven't you? I'm very jealous of all of you in other locations all around the world that get to watch these games unadulterated. I'm jealous of you, because we don't get that. We don't get that here, which is a big shame. A very big shame indeed. But we cannot watch these games very easily, but there you go. How are we looking so far? How do you think we're playing, guys and girls watching along? Are you happy with this performance so far? We are pinning them back. It looks like we're controlling things as far as we possibly can. They haven't really looked like they've had a chance. It's so good to see Badiashile back. So good to see him back. He makes a brilliant challenge there, pushes Isaac out of the pitch, and he's looking absolutely brilliant. It's so good to see him playing. I love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love to see him play. Oh, it's so good to have the football back. I'm gutted actually. I'm not watching this with Brian. It would have been absolutely brilliant to watch it together. But we can't watch it together today. But we are going to watch the Everton versus Man United game tomorrow, and I'm really excited for that game because that is going to be a very, very, very good game. And you know what? Everton are going to be so up for it. They're going to be so up for it. So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to that as well. Reece James with the throw in here on the right hand side. Slightly dangerous. They're pressing us very high. But Reece obviously looks very stable. We've got Thiago Silva on the right hand side today, which he has more often been playing on the left, if I remember correctly, because I think the Sassi's been on the right. Cucurella's brought down, and we win the foul, which is brilliant. Does he get a yellow card for that? Don't think he's going to, but he breaks up play. And is he headless chicken? Almiron, not sure. Absolutely not sure. But there you go. There you go. Yeah, Rita, welcome. You know, I'm glad you're watching and I'm glad you're listening to me while you're at work. Hopefully I can do you a good job of explaining what's going on. So far, we've looked like we're playing okay. We look half decent. Sanchez here with a ball out from the back and he's lumped it forward. Livramento is taking up position on the left-hand side, which I didn't necessarily think he was going to. I thought that Trippier might end up being on that left-hand side, but we've seen that Livramento is taking up that position, and as I said before the game, it's great to see him back, and it's lovely to see him playing against us, but again, I don't wish him well at all, because he left Chelsea, and it's gutting. Absolutely gutting. Here we go. Win probability looking more likely that Newcastle are going to win, but it's very even There's only 2% in it. Luckily, the algorithms are not always right. So, you know, there you go. Cucurella gets the ball. He's running at the defence. He passes it inside to Gallagher. Lovely switch play to Palmer. Palmer doesn't have the biggest pace in the world, so it's unfortunate that he has lost it. Very unfortunate, I would say, that he has lost the ball there. But Cucurella taking up a more sort of integrated position in the middle of midfield, wins that ball. And we're back with possession. We've had a lot of the possessions. I haven't seen the possession stats, but it's looked like we've had a lot of it. So you got to like that. But also, we tend not to do that well when we do have a lot of possession. So let's see how well we do today. If they are going to be behind the ball, which it looks like they're going to. It looks like they are going to be playing with a lot of bodies behind the ball. But we know they're going to be coming at us. We know that. So let's see how it goes. Oh my word. That was so close from Gallagher. That was so close. As Gallagher hit the post there. Oh my God. Right, let's watch this replay coming in. That was insane. That was insane. Gallagher, it's just wide, isn't it? It's just wide. He gets the ball, cuts inside. It's such a shame. Such a shame that he doesn't get that in. And we need to see more of that from Gallagher, don't we? Like, we need to see him getting chances and getting goals. He's not been doing it well enough, has he? Which is just, I mean, he hasn't been getting chances. He hasn't been scoring goals. It's a big shame. We need him getting more and more of those goals up for us. And he hasn't, do you know what the thing with Gallagher is? He hasn't actually been that far advanced, has he? Like, I thought he was going to be, when he was playing for Chelsea, I thought he was going to be that traditional number 10. He's more playing in the box role. But then I'm looking at the play now, and it doesn't look like he's that deep anymore. It doesn't look like he's that deep. So maybe he has gone and been told to bump up the pitch. You know, let's see. Thanks to everyone that's watching. I absolutely love having you here. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm just going to move this clock forward because I've skipped a little bit forward. And I'm watching the game with you guys. So good to be watching it again. And it's lovely to be watching Chelsea because, my God, that international break was boring. So Newcastle playing it around here, out of the back. They're controlling things. They're really, really controlling things. They're looking good. They're looking a bit more solid. They're coming into the game here. And we need to respond to this. We need to really respond. They're playing it around at the back, which I don't like how much space we're giving here. I really don't. We're giving them a lot of space at the back. Now, a ball gets whipped in, header. Very, very well done from Reece James there. Really strong from him. He's looked good so far. Cole Palmer's kept it on there, but he's given it straight back to Gordon. Gordon's won the ball inside to Miley. Miley's controlled it. He's switched it out to Trippier, or to Almiron, sorry, I should say. Almiron's done probably one of the worst passes I've ever seen there. Where he tries to flick it out, and they've crossed it in, and the cross goes to absolutely nothing. So we're playing okay so far. We're keeping them under control. The ball. Let's watch this replay again here. The ball gets whipped in. They were onside, and then was it Almiron here? No, I think it was actually Almiron. And Reece does a very, very good header. Do you know what? It's one of the areas of Reece's game that I wasn't sure on, was the heading, because he seems to have lost his man a couple of times when he's been playing recently, and so he's had to work on that, and I think that was a very good header and we needed him to make it, so well done to him. And we're just watching Robert Sanchez here under a lot of pressure, but come on, he's been all right, hasn't he? He's been absolutely fine. Right, they're playing it around at the back here. Newcastle again. We're leaving them and we're giving them a lot of space, aren't we? A lot of space at the back, which we shouldn't do. We shouldn't be giving them that much time and energy and space to play it around. And they've looked like they're way more in the game at the moment. Way more in the game. Reece again putting pressure on Gordon. It's so good to have Reece James back, isn't it? It's so good to have him back. Oh, they're through. They've got it in the back of the net. Isak is celebrating. It looks like it's 1-0 to Newcastle. I think that was offside. Let's have a look at this. Oh, come on. For me, it looked like it was way offside. It looked like it was considerably offside. But let's have a look here. They're celebrating. They're wheeling off. The fans are absolutely in jubilation. I don't know if this was onside. If it is, it's a big shame, and it's going to be very, very difficult from here. I'm sure they're going to look at it. It seems like it's going to be done. It seems like it's over. I don't know why they're so confident. Let's have a look. Is it Cucurella? Cucurella plays him way onside. Cucurella switches off completely absolutely easily, and we've gifted them a goal, and it's 1-0 to Newcastle. What an awful start. Considering how well we've played at the start of this game, we've let them completely into the game, and they deserve to get that goal. Isak, completely cool finishing. Awful. Absolutely gutting, that is. And what an awful start. And now you've got to think, this is going to be really, really difficult. It's going to be a really difficult game from here. What a shame. What a shame this is going to be. Isak's so cool, so calm, slots it right past Sanchez. Don't think you can blame him. That is completely on Cucurella. Switches off. And we keep talking about Cucurella, about whether he switches off on games like this and whether he can do it week in, week out for Chelsea and be the player that we need him to be. And I tell you what, it's not looking good for him, is it? It's looking very worrying. It's looking really worrying for him, and it's such a shame because he plays so well in so many games for us, and he's just let us down again. It's just like, this is the problem with Cucurella here, is that we've trusted him week in, week out, and we've said, do you know what? He's the man for us, and maybe he is the left back going forward, and maybe he doesn't deserve to be in the team over a Colwill. But now when you look at that, you've just got to go, you've switched off there, and you've cost us the goal. As Newcastle try and slot the ball back in. Such a shame. Such a shame. Really, really is. We're not looking at it at all. We're not looking at it at all. Oh, God, it's so annoying, isn't it? So, so annoying. I'm fuming. Absolutely fuming. We knew this was going to be a tough game, and you know what? Like, I think it's proven that now. And Gallagher there with another mistake, another trip, and they've got another free kick, and we can't be giving free kicks away with these guys because they are so good at whipping the ball in with people like Trippier and with the bodies and the height that they have. It's just not good enough at all, is it? So, big shame that we conceded. I do think we can get back into this, chat. What do you think? Let me know, everyone watching, if we can get back into this game. I hope we can. Cucurella does win the header. We get it out, and we go up the pitch. What a shame. What a rubbish performance this is so far. We're looking really average. I'm just going to move the clock forward. They're all over us. They're all over us. Such a shame. Such a shame here. Almiron wins the ball, gives it inside. Guimaraes. Enzo breaks it up. They're all over us. They're absolutely all over us, and it's not looking good at all. Just going around the grounds now. Forest are beating Brighton. That's a bit of a surprise. Bournemouth have gone 1-0 up against Sheffield United. Such a shame. Such a shame so far. And you know what? We needed this win because we needed to keep up the pressure. It's not a good one at all for us. And you look at how decimated they are by injuries, and come on, we should be beating them. We really, really should. And we're going to have to change something now, aren't we? We really are going to have to change something. Oh, bless him. Ryan has just tweeted out, so on the kickoff. So we'll see some of the guys. We'll see if they want to join in from the kickoff channel. We booted the ball forwards. Sterling nowhere. Do you know what? Feels like we haven't even seen Sterling do anything today, have we? Doesn't look good at all. This is, again, I've said it a few times. There are a few players that are inconsistent for us and let us down in games like this. And you can't say this is a low block anymore. You can't say this is a low block and we're not performing. This is Newcastle coming right for us. And we've just played against City and Spurs and made them look bang average. And yet, you know, we still can't get a result against a Newcastle team that is decimated. Absolutely decimated by injuries. But look, we're controlling things a bit more now. Enzo and Badiashile passing it backwards and forwards between each other. I want to see Enzo put out one of his performances. Gallagher has got the ball now. He passes it over to Reece James on the right-hand side. Come on, Reece. Jackson has run into the pocket here, running behind. And Gallagher has tried to find James, but has lost it. And And so that's not good enough. But Thiago Silva wins it back. It's a shame. Yeah, he was fouled earlier, Sterling, but he hasn't done very much other than that, has he? And we don't get points for fouls anymore. Wish we did, because we might be getting a few more points in the Premier League. But it's not been good enough so far. And we've lost the ball again. And now the transitional moments are the areas that we've got to be really wary of here. This is such a hard one. It was always going to be a hard game against Newcastle. And we always said it was the first goal that we needed to be careful of. And, something off the ball has happened here. Livramento looks like he's going to be carrying on. Reece James knocks it out of play. Gordon is on the floor. Don't know why he's on the floor here. He's holding his back. Let's have a look at what happened in the replay. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. A very, very weird one, in fact, I would say. Okay, so they've got the ball here. Oh, he slipped off the ball. He's done his hamstring. And oh my God, if this is Newcastle here with another injury, another hamstring injury, you've just got a feel for him. I'm going to text Brian now and just say, another injury. What the hell? What the hell is going on? Another injury, Brian. What the hell? Poor guy. I don't know how this team in Newcastle are sorting it. I don't know how they're forming. Joel Linton's on the floor as well. He's holding his back. What is going on? I mean, look, guys, if we don't beat this team now, if they have both of these players go off for injuries, if we don't beat them, something has gone majorly wrong. Majorly wrong. It'd be a joke. It'd be a joke. It doesn't look good, does it? It doesn't look good. So both of them are up. Both of them are playing, but we'll see how well they're going to be able to carry on. That feels... Was it a Newcastle throw? I feel that Newcastle are going to get it. But yeah, not good at all. And do you know what? We really need a reaction now. We need to come out of the blocks. We need to get aggressive. This is the sort of game here where you might need to make a change at half-time. Like, we might need to see Broja Mudryk at half-time, something like that. Like, we've just not looked at it at all. And can you say this is the Caicedo effect? Don't think you can. I think it was a mistake from us. We're breaking here. Sterling is one-on-one here. Cole Palmer is up with him. Is he going to pass? He hasn't passed. He's left it too late. He's been brought down by Trippier. He gets a yellow card. So Trippier brings him down. He was effectively the last man. I'm not sure what happened there or whether it was a slip. It looked like it was a bit of a slip, but it's just not good enough, is it? I think Sterling should be passing there. He gets the ball here. He's looking up. He carries on his run. He gets the slightest of touch from Trippier, and he goes down like a sack of potatoes. I think that's so harsh on Trippier, but also it should have been a pass. It should have been a pass to Palmer. He did slow down, and I think the reason why he did slow down is because he wanted to make the pass, but he made a change in his decision making, which ultimately sometimes you shouldn't do. It's a free kick on the edge of the area. I'm not confident about our free kicks on the edge of the area. We're never really that good at them. I don't know who's going to take this. Reece James and Sterling are standing over it. Who would I want to take this? Probably Reece. I prefer Reece to go on there. There you go. A few matches. Alex, you just said, a few matches ago you would have lost hope. But we know that we've got goals in us. I agree. I just think when we go goal down in games like this against Newcastle in a very difficult place to go, it's always going to be more and more difficult, and we're going to have to chase the game. And while we can chase games, I would have much rather have not been in that position at all. So we'll see how well this free kick goes. Reece is standing over it. He walks away. Raheem takes it. Get in! Get in! We doubted him. We doubted him. I didn't think Raheem had that in his locker. He steps up, right foot, slaps it, top corner. Doubt him. Doubt him now. There are so many people. I'm one of them. I have to put my hands up here. I have to admit that I am not sure long term whether this is the guy. And maybe I need to just shut up. Maybe I just need to just stop talking about it, because that was a good finish. I have to say, I'm watching it again now. It definitely wasn't in the corner, was it? But Pope has just stood there. He has just absolutely stood there, nothing. But Sterling has scored. Let's give him his props. He has been brilliant recently. He deserves a lot of plaudits. And do you know what? It's so hard sometimes to praise him because he makes errors. He's inconsistent. He doesn't make the passes when he needed to. But I tell you what, he's made amends for it there. He's made amends for the missed pass to Cole Palmer. Would Cole Palmer have even got it? Did he have the pace? Would it have been blocked? Maybe, just maybe. Everything that went right there went right. Raheem Sterling did the right thing. Get in. Come on, Chelsea. Let's set this score up. Because we've just scored. Get in. Oh, it's good. Do you know what? I think at the moment, I just think it's so difficult to be certain about whether we're going to win games anymore. Like, we've had 2 very, very good performances, but we've been so up and down for the rest of the season. It's so difficult to be confident. And maybe we do just need to start backing our boys and saying there is an essence of that Chelsea squad that is still there. Raheem gets it again, straight into Pope. That felt like a cross shot. It felt like a bit of a cross one. It was a soft foul. Right, let's talk about this one for a second. It was a soft foul, but come on. It was a push. He fell over. He knew exactly what he was doing. Sometimes you have to be smart. Thiago Silva's just fell over and given them a very nice corner. Probably a corner they didn't deserve. And do you know what? We can't be giving away corners too often against Newcastle. Do I think this is going to be another goal fest, Rita? It could be. I say it like that because I don't know whether I want it to be another goal fest in a weird way. Like, in a weird way, I would be happy just for it to finish 2-1 now and for us to shut up shop, get a goal and walk away. But we're porous. We're porous at the moment. We are very, very porous. Oh, Evan Ferguson has equalised for Brighton. Good on him. Are we going to end up signing him? Don't know. Oh, my God. Sorry, I had to wait there for a second because I thought that was another goal. I thought Newcastle would just slap this in the back of the net. They haven't. Joel Linton was there basically with a free header. Gallagher is blocked. Gallagher is blocked there. And yeah, he didn't track his man. Joel Linton is there. My old man is watching. Hello to my old man. Get him in the comments, chat. Get him in the comments. Welcome to my dad. So good to see him there. Can we just talk about Sanchez there for a second? Sanchez does the splits backwards against the goal. He didn't fancy it, did he? He didn't fancy it there at all. Everyone give a shout out to my old man for watching. We love him. Make sure he gets a shout out. He takes me to the bridge. He's done it for years. We've been watching the games together. We've never gone up to Newcastle together. And do you know what? It'd be a good place to go. Although I've heard the away stand is very high up and you can't see the players. What was that from Silva? Don't know. Don't know what he did there. That was a bit of a joke. But we're here. We're still alive. We're still in the game. Livramento with the ball. Pass it inside to Guimaraes. What do we think of Ugochukwu so far? I haven't seen too much of him. He's broken a couple of things up. He's looking all right. I think this might be his first start in the Premier League. And if it is, good luck to him. Very good luck to him. Great to see a young player in there. And the rest of the scores are still the same at the moment, other than that goal for Evan Ferguson in the Brighton versus Forest game. I mean, we've got to look at this Brighton fixture, haven't we? Because Brighton are a team now that we're competing against. You know, they're up there right in the top of the league. So we'll see how they do today. Cole Palmer gets the ball in the middle of the pitch. Very, very good tackle from Shaw. He breaks it up. There isn't a foul in there. Don't know why the guys are appealing for it. And Newcastle get the ball in and around the area. What do you guys think? Do you think we can end up winning this game at the moment? I think we're looking okay. We're looking all right. I'm glad we got that goal back because I think if we'd gone into half-time and it'd been 1-0 down, I would have been really worried. I probably would have thought we'd lose. So yeah, we'll see what ends up happening here. Gordon gets the ball after a very laboured cross. Livramento. Every time I see him, I just think, God, it would have been so good to see him back at Chelsea. It really, really would. And maybe one day it will happen. I mean, it probably isn't. It's too late. And Trippier's made a very good run. Cucurella has just left him. Enzo is appealing for a handball in the box from them. But let's be honest, there wasn't a lot to it. Gordon gets the ball in the edgy area, whips it in, and it's come back out and we've got the ball, but then it's back to them. It's end to end. It's chaotic. Do you know what? It is chaotic. That is a very good way to describe it at the moment. Like,
We're all over the place. It's another handball. It's hit him smack bang in the hand there, but not given. Play goes on. They're all over us. They're in our final third here. Bit of a scary time. We've got to just weather the storm here. We've just got to sit back and keep it calm. I love that Cole Palmer interception. Do you know what? Like, again, Cole Palmer's another one of these players. You didn't know whether he was going to be good enough. And he's just shown that he is. Like, such a good young player. Easily one of the key starting players in there. And he's taking up a central position at the moment. Ugochukwu has slid in there. Arguably could have been a foul. But we've got the ball. Cucurella wins it back. What do we think of Cucurella here? We've got a thing here. So, Man United have only scored 13 goals this season. Haaland scored 14 alone. It's mental, isn't it? Man United, don't know how they're so high up in the league. I mean, they've had a run of very, very easy games, and they've got a run that isn't that easy at the moment. But I tell you what, I'll tell you this to explain my point here. I've got some money on Everton to win tomorrow. And I think that's a very realistic result, actually, that could happen. Very, very realistic. Let's look how we're setting up here. Gallagher's actually gone over to the right-hand side, and Palmer looks like he's in the middle at the moment, which is interesting. Ugochukwu just won the ball. He's looked good. Why is Gallagher on the wing? I want to know what this is thinking. Bavs is in the chat. He's given the super chat. Don't know why you've given some money, mate. You didn't need to do that, but welcome, Bavs. So good to see you, mate. I hope I see you again soon. I really, really do. The big man should be on the kickoff. Everyone show him some love. He's our favourite Arsenal fan. We don't like many of them, but Bavs is here in the chat. Bavs, let me know with a comment. Give me a score prediction for your game against Brentford this afternoon. Bit of a weird one, wasn't it? That should have been the early kickoff, and then that dross game against Man City and Liverpool should have been the later one. But my God, that was so shit, wasn't it? I don't know if you guys watched that one. That was a crap game. Really, really boring. Considering they're the two best teams in the league, they cancelled each other out, and it was really boring. Cole Palmer picks up the ball in the middle of the midfield. So good to see him. We're passing it around. Conor Gallagher gets it. Reece James, look how far up he is here. Inside to Cole Palmer. On his left foot. He wants to shoot. He can't. To Reece. Back to Reece. Oh my God, we're playing it around. Oh, wow. Was that a save from Pope? Enzo with the shot. He wants to shoot. I have to say, this was quality football. And Reece James just knocks it around. Cole Palmer wanted to shoot. He gets it back on his right-hand side. He passes it back to Reece James. Reece wanted to shoot. Did he save that or did it go off the post? He saved it onto the post. It was going to go in. Great save from Pope. A maligned goalkeeper, but come on, he's brilliant. And we need to say to Brian, rate your goalkeeper. Nick Pope, he is very, 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 very good. And yeah, you're right. Easily the best shot from Enzo this season. I agree. Because some of his shooting has been poor. Header from Badiashile. He scored a few of those for Chelsea. It's so good to see him back. That was a very good ball. Cucurella was coming in. Did Badiashile take this off the head of Cucurella? No, Cucurella just missed it. Badiashile with the header. It's good to see him back. And he is very, very, very good. Very good indeed. Thanks to all of you for watching. Can I just say that? Newcastle, play it out. So, I would say in the last 10 minutes or so, we have looked like we are back in the game. We have looked like we're right up there. And yeah. So, Ian, welcome. You're watching the game from Australia. Not sure if you have the commentary in England. What do you mean by that, mate? Sorry, I don't know what you mean there. Welcome to the stream. So good to have you. We're watching Chelsea. It's 1-1 against Newcastle. And I think 1-1 so far is a very fair result. Newcastle have definitely had their moments. They've looked threatening in multiple occasions. And we've had our chances. Definitely had our chances. We converted one of them. Raheem Sterling with a wonder free kick. How did he pull that one out? Don't know how he does it. But Enzo probably should have had another goal there. Here we go. Ian, you're saying if we got the same commentary? I don't think we do. Nathaniel, you are joining from Sydney. So good to have you boys over from Australia. I've been to Sydney myself. Absolutely loved it. Australia's a beautiful place. And do you know what? We're all in it together. You know, we're watching all over the world. We're supporting Chelsea wherever we may be. We're going to watch it. I almost broke into song. There. And you know what? It wouldn't be the first for me to sing a Chelsea song on stream. And it definitely won't be the last time. Right, they had a free kick. Enzo's won it. Don't know why he's shouting, but he has got the free kick. Joel Linton with the foul. So, yeah, I think this is a decent position to be in. If you said to me, we could, you know, it's only 30 minutes. I might be jumping the gun here. But if we could go into this game and have a 1-1 at halftime, I would have taken that. I would have really taken that. Luca Tony joining from North Carolina in the States. Welcome to everyone that's watching from the States as well. 10:30 a.m. is a lot more reasonable than Nathaniel joining at 2:30 a.m. You know, we have to give the Aussies the credit there because bloody hell they have it tough. 10:30 looks good. Cole Palmer has the ball. It's in an inside area. Raheem Sterling running into the box, doing his little thing, cuts it to Cole Palmer. It goes a little bit too far, but the interplay was good. The interplay was good between those guys. Interesting that a lot of you are saying that Palmer isn't looking as sharp. I think that's slightly harsh. He's had a few moments. He definitely hasn't got his sort of like key pass moment or his key goal involvement yet. But, you know, he's all right. And if he'd been a bit quicker, maybe if he was Mudryk. Just saying. If he was Mudryk, he would have got that. But he didn't. He didn't get it. I know that I love Mudryk. You know, guys, I love Mudryk. I have to say, I love him. And I do think maybe he'll end up coming on and getting a goal. And if he does, it's another one where I shout and scream and say that he's proven everyone wrong. Because I feel for the guy. He's obviously getting used to the Premier League, getting used to Chelsea, and I rate him. And Ian, you're so right. James is so good. It's so good to have him back, isn't it? I just love watching Reece James play football. And you know what? His sister's great at football as well. They're just brilliant. And, you know, it is so good to have him back playing for Chelsea. Do you know what? I was thinking about it before we started today. You know, when you think about world-class players with Chelsea, Reece is maybe perhaps the only one that you could say is world-class. Oh, Nick Pope, after giving him credit, is giving it away. Gallagher, he's fluffed his lines on his left foot. Gallagher had it at the penalty area. That was a glaring miss. That was a really bad miss. What a shame. That should have been a goal. Pope, not known for his ability with his feet, just gives it away. So bad. So bad. What do you guys think about that? Should that have been a goal? I think that should have been a bloody easy goal. I think that should have been simple. Gallagher, I've said it, you know, with Joey. I've said it on the kickoff as well. Gallagher is one of those ones that he needs to be finishing and scoring goals. Like he used to be so good. He used to bang in goals from left, right, and centre when he was at Palace. What's happened to him? Jackson's just run with the ball there. He's got challenged. Definitely looked like a foul, didn't it? Definitely looked like a foul there. Not given though. And yeah, Jackson's on the floor now trying to do a foul against Joel Linton. He's trying to win the ball back. I love this formational changes from Pochettino. You look at it, and Gallagher's out on the right. It is very interesting. Who would have thought that he would be out on the right? Badiashile. Love him. Absolutely love him. So good to have him back. He looks very calm whenever he's on the ball. We're just watching this replay again. So Pope chips it out. He definitely didn't mean to do that. Livramento, was it, tracking back, I think? Or was it? Yeah, it was Livramento. Tracking back. He puts off Gallagher. What a shame. What a shame. Yeah, Nathaniel going against Mudryk, you know, coming on. 60 minutes maybe, coming on, tired legs. Newcastle don't have a big bench. They're going to tire out for the rest of the game. And bringing Mudryk on is a smart one. And you know what? I would do it. By the way, Pochettino isn't on the bench today. Didn't know that, actually. He's suspended. So he's up in the stands with the recruitment boys, actually, I think. Reece James has just stopped it dead in the box. Clears it. God, he's just so calm. If I had the touch of Reece James, I think I'd just play football every day of my life. It's beautiful. It is absolutely. How can you not love him? Love watching him play as well. So good. Was it a foul on Alisson? Do you know what? What do you think, mate? Because I was watching that game. Basically, what happened is a corner comes in and he gets a very light touch, Alisson, on him. Was it a touch on the shoulder? Was it a push? Very minimal, but he goes down like a sack of shit. And and they rule out the goal. We're playing it around at the back there. Don't love that. Squeaky bum time. It was soft. It was very soft. I personally felt that it was a goal, but you can understand why it's given. The rules these days, they always favour the goalkeepers, and so they always get the benefit of the doubt, which is very harsh. That was definitely offside, by the way, to Sterling. He's still got the ball here. He's tried to win it. He's got the cross in, but it was blocked. So we've got another corner. Do you know what? Today, the corners have looked okay. The corners have looked good. Come on, we're looking all right. I have to say, we're looking okay here. And even though Newcastle were decimated by injuries, they are a good team, and so we should be relatively happy with the performance so far. But come on, we should be beating them, especially with the number of injuries they've got. So hopefully we can come good here. Let's see how we do. So Badiashile is in there. He's the one that I'm watching from these set pieces. They're queuing up. Palmer gets it in. No one there. Front post missed. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't get that Alisson one. I really don't get that one. I have to say, I don't know what you guys thought, but that game was so bad. So bad. It was a boring one. And the early kickoffs are actually usually pretty shite, aren't they? But that was particularly bad. Enzo just doing keepy uppies. In the middle of the pitch. You've got to love that. Who was that player that did that in the game? Was it there was a famous player that did that. I can't remember who it was. Just did a load of keepy uppies in the middle of the game and really razzed it on the other people. Bit of a weird one. But the boys are playing it around at the back. They're keeping possession. Badiashile with a bit of a loose pass. And we're looking a bit exposed here. But he's won it back. Of course he wins it back. Nani was the one. Yeah. Oh, he was a weird player, isn't he? Do we rate it, Nani? I think he'll go down in history as being like a FIFA Street legend, but not necessarily the best player in the world. Obviously, Man United fans would disagree. In fact, I don't know if they would disagree. Oh, Enzo nearly found him. We're free on this right-hand side. Oh, Gallagher, he missed the ball there. This is a shame, and now we're open here on the counter-attack. Newcastle were pressing with us. Gordon had Ugachukwu, very, very good tactical foul. Had to be done. I love that. I love a good tactical foul. And do you know what? That shows the intelligence of Ugachukwu. He makes the challenge when he needed to. That was a good tackle. Held him down. Don't know why Gordon is holding his shin, because he didn't get any connection with his shin. So, bit of a weird one. Gordon's looked like he's in the wars today. He's been challenged a few times. But they're going to get the free kick. And we'll see whether they can slot this. Trippier being over it worries me, because he's a good free kick taker. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how well he does from this. I would say this is in a similar position to the Sterling one, actually. A very similar one. So we'll see if he can get it up and over the wall. Shah is there with him, barking orders, potentially at the wall. Enzo being in the wall is an interesting one, isn't it? Get your shortest players in the wall. Funny. So I don't love this. This would be a very bad time to concede a goal. Very bad time, just before half time. So we'll see. We'll see if these guys can whip it in. I'm crossing my fingers, guys. I really hope this doesn't go. Trippier is definitely over it. Shah looks like he wants it as well, though. Trippier smacks it. And that is an unbelievable save from Sanchez. Unbelievable save from Sanchez. I mean, again, a player that people doubt. He's made mistakes. Is it a save, or has it hit the bar? Let's watch this again. It's coming in. It's just hit the bar, It's not even a save. Take it back. Take everything back from what I said about Sanchez. Maybe a tiny fingertips, but it has just hit the bar. And we have got the goal kick, so it must have just hit the bar. Still think that Sanchez is maligned unfairly, and I still think he deserves some credit at the moment. And I'll tell you what I'm interested to know, guys. Would you sign another goalkeeper in January? Or in the summer, actually? Let's say the summer. Would you sign another goalkeeper in the summer and have some competition against Sanchez? I'm interested to know. Let me know what you think. Because if you're asking me, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it at all. I think Sanchez has been fine. And overall, it's slowing down now. You can understand why. A lot of these boys have been travelling for the international breaks, and they've travelled a very, very long way. And so it's looking a little bit calmer at the moment. We were looking like we were going to win the ball there. Thiago Silva is very, very high. Very high. There wasn't a shout there between the two boys, Badiashile and Ugachukwu. So that means that Newcastle have got the ball. They're going to press on the left-hand side. Trippier, again, what an immense player he is. But Almiron, I don't think is. We've given Joel Linton a very... we gave Joel Linton half the game to take that shot there. And he still manages to smack it over the bar. And this is why, you know... Like, I got a lot of shit about this when I was talking about the midfields before the season started. And I was like, I don't know how good Joel Linton is long term. He's been great for Newcastle, but I think for the next stage of what they need to do, Newcastle, I don't think he's the starting CM that they need. I really, really don't. Rita, you're saying it depends on the rest of the season, guys. I agree. I think, he's earned the opportunity to give it a go now for us. I really do. So we'll see how it goes for him for the rest of the season. He's just lumped the ball up but lost it, and we've regained possession back. We're playing it around now. I have to say, I don't think this has been our best performance of the season at all. And I think we were lucky really with the Sterling goal that a moment of class has come out. We haven't had a lot of those. But speaking of, Sterling gets the ball on the left-hand side. He tries to do a bit too much, Sterling. There, and he's lost it. And then the counter's on, and we need to stop these counters. Luckily, they've played a very, very poor ball there. So we've stopped them, but they still do have it. Livramento on the left-hand side passes it inside to Guimaraes. I mean, for all of the plaudits that we've seen for Guimaraes, has he been that good today? It's so harsh because he's been, again, travelling. What is Reece doing there? So Reece has just, by the way, pushed, two-handed push into the back of Livramento. Livramento was going nowhere. He was desperate for a foul, and he's got it. And now he's sitting on his arse, tying up his shoelaces. So we'll have a bit of pause in play. They've got 3 minutes. We'll see how it goes. Should we have a look at the other scores? Don't think anything's changed at the moment, actually. Burnley is still drawing 0-0 to West Ham. Luton are holding Palace, which is a good result for them. Very good result. And then it's still 1-1 to Forest, and Bournemouth are still beating Sheffield United. Poor old Sheffield United are going to be right down there, aren't they? Right down there. But the ball gets whipped in here from Trippier. He's left it too long. Sanchez picks it up very comfortably. And now you're thinking, do you want to get the ball up very quickly? And you don't. He slowed it down. And I think that's smart because you don't want to concede a goal before half-time. Probably a 0-0 before half-time. A 1-1 before half-time is a decent result. Pope doesn't mess around with it at the back, you see. He knows that he isn't good at it with his feet. Doesn't mess around with it. Just goes, have it. Just goes absolutely have it. And he gets it out. So we've got control of it here. Enzo is gonna bomb on. If we could get a goal here, this would be lovely. Gallagher has lost out a couple of times. Do you know what? Maybe this is one of those games that Gallagher can come off, actually. We haven't seen that too often. He's played a lot of them. Reece James just nicks it past Joel Linton. Oh, that is awful. And do you know what? He has touched his face there. So Joel Linton's just fouled Reece James. He definitely has touched his face. He's got a yellow card for that infringement. Is it going to be referred to VAR? I think it would be a very harsh red card, but touches his face. Let's have a look at this. So we're watching the replay now. Reece has done his beautiful little nick forward. He sees him coming around. I mean, he's connected with his freaking head. We saw this for Newcastle against Arsenal, didn't we? There was a shout there that Bruno should have been sent off. Don't think this will be given. He's given the yellow card. Reece is remonstrating, it looks like, with the fourth official there. And Jesus Perez. So what's going on here? Are they stopping it? I don't know what's going on here. Is it concussion? Reece looks like he's pausing. Yeah, Nathaniel, you're right, mate. You're right. Reece and Enzo and Palmer need to grab this game by the scruff of the neck, and we do miss it. We do miss Caicedo. Do you know what? It was one of those before the game where I was like, I would have been mad if Enzo didn't play because of how far he's had to go. But I did want to see Caicedo play, and I think we have missed him. But, Ugochukwi's looked okay. And we've got the foul here. That was dodgy. We could have really missed that. But yeah, I think, do you know what? It's mad to say, right? But I think missing Caicedo is harder than missing Enzo. That's how good he's been. That's how good he's been. And now we've got a half time. We've got into it. It's 1-1. It's 1-1. And we go into half time. Overall, look, it's been a decent performance. Reece is remonstrating with the referee to see if it was a red card. It's not going to be a red card, Reece. And I think we just need to get on with it. It didn't deserve to be a red card. And Brighton have scored. Let's have a look at the goal scorers there. We're going to pause it because we're in half time. We're going to reset the clock, ready for the second half. Let's have a look at the Brighton Forest game because they are against us. It was João Pedro with the second goal. I mean, we could do with a draw in that result. We could do with Forest doing us a favour in that game because Brighton are right up there. Should we have a look? I tell you what. Should we have a look at the live table and see where we are in the table at the moment, where we are in the standings? Let's have a look at this live table. Let's have a look. We're still in 10th with this result. I'll tell you what. If we do get the result, we go up. We will go ahead of West Ham, but obviously Newcastle and Brighton are too far ahead, especially if Brighton do win. So we just need to be getting these results. We do really need a win today. I think it is definitely achievable. I think it's totally achievable for us. But we need to be getting out there, being a bit more aggressive in the second half. I'll tell you what we need to do is tire them out. More than anything, we need to tire them out here. So we need to see. I'd like to see Caicedo come on. In fact, let's talk about some changes, everyone. If you could make 2 half-time substitutions, be a bit rogue, wouldn't it, to do that many? But if you could make 2, who would you bring on, and who would you bring off? I think if I were going to do it, I would like to see Caicedo come on, and maybe you would bring Ugochukwu off. I think Ugochukwu got the yellow card, I think. So if he did, that's an obvious one to bring off. And then I would like to see Mudryk come on. But then again, who do you bring off there? I think we're going to end up with this game with Palmer playing still and bringing off Gallagher. I could see that happening. I could really see that happening. So maybe it's like a Mudryk coming on for a Gallagher. We could see. We just need to be going for them now. We really do. We need to be putting pressure on them so that the tired legs really show up. Because quite frankly, they are going to be knackered by the end of this game. They really, really are. So yeah, we'll see how the second half goes. Ian Mudryk for Jackson. I like that. So would you play... You'd probably have to play Palmer as the false 9 then, wouldn't you? I don't mind that. Remember, we got Broja on the bench as well. I would like to see Broja come on for Jackson, I really, really would. I was actually a bit surprised. Jackson's obviously come back from international duty. He's also just had a kid. I'm not saying he's excessively looked knackered, but, come on, he could have been rested. And Broja has been with the squad the whole time. So Broja could have come on and looked really good. Maybe he should have started. I think it's very harsh that he didn't actually. And it's only because Jackson's been so good recently that he probably is in the starting 11. Because Broja is so good. We say this over and over and over again, don't we? The number 9 position is a tough one. And that's why people are saying Nkunku's the one that's going to come in. And again, it's such a shame that he's not on the bench, is it? Just going to confirm that he isn't on the bench. I don't think I saw him there. Yeah, he's not. Such a shame that he's missed out again. And do you know what? It's a thing, we can't be rushing them back. We have got a few players on the bench that could change things. Like Mudryk, Madueke, again, another player that's just forgotten about. And Broja and Caicedo, even Maatsen coming on could be decent. So we've definitely got people that can change it on the bench, which would be good. Romnos, you're saying Gallagher off, Palmer in the middle, Mudryk on the wing. I love the Mudryk shouts. You know that I am Mudryk's chief fan officer. I am the head of his fan club. 'Cause I love him. I rate him so highly. Jackson another 5 minutes, 15 minutes, sorry, and then if not, bring Bro on. I love that as well. I think we've given Jackson enough here, and they need to say to them, go aggressive in the first 15 minutes, because if you don't, we got people that can come on. Bring Bro on, bring Caicedo on, bring Mudryk on. I mean, look, what a great position that we're in here now, that we're talking about players like that, of that quality, to come off the bench. Like, we've got a very good squad. In fact, our squad's underrated with how good it actually is. We're just watching the goal back here. It's a killer, isn't it? So Gordon plays the ball in. There's a ball here. I think it is from the 17-year-old Miley. Legend. What a moment for him. If it is Miley, I think it is. He's a long, lanky guy. He passes it. You know, Isak has a decent touch, but look how much time he's got there. And again, the main blame will go to Cucurella. Rightly so. But it's also then that left-hand side player, which is Badiashile, that should have been on him. He's dropped off and missed him there. Adam, you reckon it's a great first half, but we need to keep the ball better. It's hard, isn't it? Like, would we say it's a great first half? I don't know if I agree. I'm finding it hard, mate. I think it's been an okay first half, but then again, you think about the gilt-edged chances we've had. We probably had 2 really, really good chances. The Enzo shot, the Gallagher, maybe 3 with the Gallagher one that he should have slotted home. But the Sterling opportunity is the only one there, and I have to say, what a goal that was. What a goal. Sterling is one of those ones where we've said over and over again he needs to step up, and he's done it. He has done it. And I think I need to stop questioning him as much as I do, because I really struggle with Sterling, because I've watched him so many times be so bang average. But he's turning up in the big games now, which is all we asked. It's all we asked. Don't know if Badiashile will play the 90 minutes. It's a hard one with defenders to take them off, but you're right. Like, we've got Disasi on the bench. We've got Colwill on the bench as well. So you could see them coming on, maybe even both of them coming on. In fact, if we do get a goal, it could easily be Disasi and Colwill coming on, bring off Cucurella as well. That could happen. Yeah, I think overall it's been a decent first half. I'm relatively happy with that from a Chelsea perspective. But then also, look, talking about the Newcastle perspective, I think they'd be happy with that first half. I think when they look at the injuries that they had, the performance that they've done is spirited, and is exactly what I expected from Newcastle. They turn up even in the most difficult positions. When they're right up against it, they turn up, and that's what Eddie Howe's been able to do and instill within that team. And they've done it against PSG this season. They've done it against big teams. They are an unbelievably talented unit. Maybe not individually, but as a unit, they are so good. And I wish them all the best, Newcastle, because they aren't spending loads of money. They're doing it responsibly, and they deserve to be right up there. And you know what? They are a big club, and so it's really, really difficult. It's really difficult for us to compete. And you know what? The top of the Premier League now is going to be so difficult for the next few years, especially if we end up moving into a new stadium. You look at some of those teams up there at the moment, it gets harder and harder every year. You know, Liverpool still looking good, Arsenal still looking good, City, they'll never drop off, not until Pep goes. You know, you've still got Spurs up there, Brighton looking better, Newcastle up there, Aston Villa looking good. You know, no wonder we're finding it tough. And these are the games, actually, guys, that you have to say we need to win. And for me, I was saying it before, is like, we can't keep saying performances have been good, you know, and not getting the results. Now we're in the results business. Jose used to say it over and over again. He used to say, all I give a shit about is getting those 3 points. And we were brilliant at it. We used to not concede goals. We'd score what we needed to score. We'd shut up shop and we'd win games. And while we have more attractive, exciting football now, which we all wanted to see, like, we don't want to see boring, you know, like, call it Conte football, whatever you want to call it. We don't want to see that anymore. But I have to say, I do miss that era of Chelsea where we just got those results out of nowhere. It is a shame. But I have to say, there is positivity that we should be confident here. we can win this game. And in fact, I would go as far to say that I'm more confident that we will win this game by the end of it because of the tiredness that they're going to have. Like get this, 3 goalies on the bench, 3 goalkeepers because they haven't even got a squad. They haven't even got a full bench. So they haven't got anyone that could come on significantly that could make a difference. So we've got to use this squad. So like that, we've built it, we've spent the money. So we've got to use this squad now, and that's where the subs are going to come in. It's shit that Pochettino isn't on the sidelines, and we're really going to miss out there for not having him. So it's a shame. It's a shame to not have him there, and let's hope they're communicating. I don't know if he's allowed in the dressing room either, but let's hope he's getting across his plan, and I hope he has a plan because we're going to need it. But I'm positive. I think we can win this game, and we should be going for it now. We should be absolutely going for it. So let's see how we get on. I'm really excited for it. I have a sneaky feeling that there may end up being a halftime sub. Let's have a look. Let's see what we think. Obviously we got Brentford Arsenal later on, a game that we should be paying attention to for various reasons. One, because Brentford are near us. And they've been good, and because Arsenal are quality, and really they're the sort of benchmark that we should be going for at the moment. So I'm interested to see how that game goes. Obviously, what I'll do after this is whack up a match review straight away, and we can give our thoughts on the game after a bit of thinking time to see how we matched up. But look, I think overall, we should be happy with that first half. And I think if you'd said 1-1 at half time to most of us, we would have been happy, wouldn't we? Adam, you're saying Mudryk will come on and provide it. I think that's what I want to see. And this is what I'm saying with Mudryk is like, I think it's so harsh that he doesn't start more of these games. And this is where now we're going to have to start thinking about whether Gallagher is the one that drops out, which would be so harsh on him because he's been brilliant as well. But like, think about Cole Palmer in that 10 role, having 2 proper defensive midfielders in the pivot, especially when you've got Ugo Chukwu there, he's deeper. When Lavia comes back, he's also that sort of pivot role. And then you go, do you need a number 10 to unlock it? And maybe you go a bit more attacking. And maybe against games like this where they're decimated, maybe there is a bit more space in the middle of midfield. Maybe, maybe we should be going for it a bit more. It's harsh. It's harsh on Gallagher, really harsh, especially with how good he's been. But maybe just that little creativity would make a difference. And maybe Gallagher, Joey said it, I don't love it as much, but maybe Gallagher could drop in and go a bit deeper. I don't love Gallagher there because I think his benefits, his strengths, are better going forward. I think, but it's Gallagher. It is Gallagher, and we love him, and he has been so good, so rightly undroppable at the moment. Rightly undroppable. But let's see how it goes in the second half. We've got the kickoff tomorrow, by the way. I want to see as many of you there as possible. If you can let me know in the chat when you are there, I'll be watching it as we're watching the game. We're going to be watching Everton versus Man United. Relegation 6-pointer. No, harsh. Man United is so bad. Just watching that Enzo chance. Man United is so bad. So bad. And Everton are going to be so up for it. I put money on it. I have to just say I put money on Everton to win. What do you guys think? Do you think Everton can get a result tomorrow against United? They're so bad, United. So bad. Should Chelsea go for Ramsdale in the summer? After Fabrizio said that they're going to get Raya. Arsenal are going to get Raya in January. Arsenal 100% going to get Raya. They will be stupid not to confirm that. I personally wouldn't go for Ramsdale. And actually, a lot of the rumours are that we've called our interest in Ramsdale, and I'm very happy about that. He's a decent goalkeeper, but I don't see him as that much of an upgrade from Sanchez. That might be harsh, but I don't. I like Ramsdale a lot, actually. I actually think that Ramsdale should be the goalkeeper for England. But I don't know whether I would want him. And I don't think he's enough of an upgrade to displace Sanchez. I think that's fair. What do you think, mate? What do you think? Do you think that's fair? Let me know what you think. I like Sanchez a lot, and I want to give him a shot. And I know a lot of you agree with me on that. I know a lot of you agree with me. Should we talk about Man City for a second? What do we think about Man City, hey? Because, like, obviously we got a point against them. Liverpool got a point against them. They're dropping more points than ever. Are they losing it? I think the squads for City is the one that I worry about. I'm not sure how well they're going to step up against all of these games. And they've got really thin squad. Again, they were a team that couldn't fill out their bench today. So it just shows you. And they haven't really got that many injuries. They've got a few, but not that many. So yeah, we just got sent some hearts on the stream. Thank you to everyone sending the hearts on the stream. We love it. I watched the game today. I thought, do you know what? Why should I watch it by myself when I can watch it with all of you guys, all of my friends watching it with me? It's so good to be watching it again. Premier League, Chelsea are back. We're looking good. Everything's looking positive, isn't it? Come on, give me some hearts for that. Give me some hearts for some bloody Chelsea positivity. We need it. Honestly, I had weeks last year. Well, I was just depressed because Chelsea was so bad. And now look at us. We're looking good. Raheem and Cucurella are having a little chat, talking about how they're going to score a goal in the second half, saying, oh, yeah, I'll do an underlap. I'll do an overlap. I'm going to pass it to you here. Let's see if it does it. Let's see if he does it. Adam, we love your content, Josh. Keep the effort going. You're the best, mate. You are the absolute best. Send me your address in a DM. I'll get you a present. I'll give you your payback for that comment. Thank you very, very much for joining me, guys. It's very, very fun to watch it with you. Do you know what? Like, it's a 3:00 game. We can't watch it properly by ourselves. Sterling's won it straight away. I have to stop myself. And Jackson has just got an elbow in the face from Lascelles. He's hit the deck. It looks like he's given a foul. It's another yellow card. What the hell? What the hell has happened there? Right, let's watch this. Lascelles, awful pass. Raheem Sterling gets it. Beautiful ball through. He slaps Jackson in the face. He slaps him. Jackson hits the deck. What do you have to do these days to get a red card for that? You know? Are they going to look at this? I hope. This is what I hate, by the way, about the VAR, is we never know if it's even being looked at. There should be a graphic that comes on screen here that says this is not being VAR'd, because I want to know. I really want to know. Nathaniel, no cup of tea. No, because I'm here. I can't make a brew. I've got to be here chatting to you guys. I've got my lovely squash here, though, so I'm going to drink that. Hopefully before this goes in the net. Cheers to that. Burnley have scored against West Ham, I've just seen. Bloody hell, I didn't see that coming. I did not see that result coming. Luton is still holding Palace as well. But Luton, respect to Luton. I don't want them to go down. I don't want Everton to go down because that 10 points is a joke. And I don't want Luton to go down because bloody hell, what a story. Right. So, we've got a free kick in exactly the same position as the first half and Raheem is nowhere near it. Can you guys explain that to me, please? Can you explain to me what the hell has gone on here? I don't get it. Is Raheem over it now? It looks like he's kind of over it. He looks like he's half over it. Doesn't look like he's properly over it. But Reece looks like he's going to take it. And he smacks it 5 yards over the bar. So why are we not giving it to Sterling? I mean, guys, can we explain that? Can you explain that to me? I don't get it. Raheem slaps it top bins in the first half. But Reece wants that. Bad call. Bad call, if you ask me. Very, very bad call. Still 1-1, 47 minutes playing. God, I haven't even set the clock up. What am I doing? What am I doing? Let's get this clock going. 22, 23, 24. Where would we be without a good old clock? Do you know what I mean? Good old-fashioned clock. So, we've looked way more on top in the start of the second half. What's going on here? So referee's saying that it's play on, and yet we've stopped the game because Bruno's on the floor. Another injury. I mean, bloody hell. If they get any more injuries, I honestly think they'll end up playing the under-12s. That's the level of the injury crisis that they have. And also, I have to say, don't know if I rate their academy system. They aren't famous for bringing through a lot of academy kids, at least not in recent times. I mean, you've got the Longstaff brothers. They're all right, aren't they? They're Geordies. You got Miley starting today. He's all right. Wouldn't say it's Chelsea's academy, though. Sorry to say. Badia Shield, get up. He's missed the header, though. They're pinned us here. The ball goes over the top. Gordon looked like he was offside, but he's got the ball. We're playing on for the time being. But guess who's there? It's Reece James. Reece the Wonder Boy James. We've missed him, haven't we? Newcastle playing it around here, looking very composed, looking very solid. They've still got the ball. They've just switched it, and again, so much space. So much space. Livramento wanted to cut inside and do something with his right foot. Didn't. Joel Linton does a cross there, which definitely went to somewhere it wasn't meant to go, for sure. They play it through. They're all over us here. Raheem's tried to pass it out, has got dispossessed. He's won the ball back, and he's been definitely fouled there. The referee hasn't given it. And get up, bloody hell! They're all over the place. Newcastle, they're going down left, right, and centre. Reece does a tackle. Could have easily been a free kick actually, but it goes out for a corner, and they have the first corner of the second half for them. They're going to try and whip this in. Let's see how they get on. Just going to check the socials to see how you guys are getting on and what you think of the stream so far. We love it. Getting lots of love on Twitter. Get him. Let us know. I might end up doing a few of these on the kickoff again. Doing a few live streams on there because it's good to represent and back the kickoff channel. We love that channel. I can't wait to be back on there again tomorrow. I missed last week because I was at the game against City, and what a game to be at. I mean, Sanchez has literally been assaulted there, and brought back down, but no foul by the looks of it. Trippier looks like he's running around. It looks like he's fallen over his own man there, Sanchez. It looks like Badia Shield has tripped him up. Curtis, love the stream. I love you, mate. Thank you so much for joining me. It's just great to chat Chelsea and chat some football again. I've missed it. I hate international breaks. Couldn't even watch England. So the ball has just come in. Lascelles. Oh, come on. Lascelles is just, sorry, I was just saying here. Lascelles is completely free. Trippier looked like he fouled Jackson, and they're saying that it should be a dive, which it certainly hasn't been given. And it's another corner to Newcastle. We need to be so careful of these corners. I want Sanchez being big and getting out for these as well. He hasn't. Badia Shield has won another header. He has been brilliant. And we've collected the ball. Sanchez gets it. And I want the distribution to be quick from Sanchez. I want us breaking. He's done it. It nearly goes to Raheem Sterling. Nearly gets there. Doesn't just quite get there. And Newcastle are back on the attack. They lump it forward. They love these vertical passes. And Sanchez does another good pass out with his hands to Palmer. And we're playing it around again. So let's just control the ball now, lads. Let's just control it. Let's keep the ball. It's passed to Jackson. Jackson has held on to it well. Goes to Cucurella on the left-hand side. You love it. The passing has been good here. Jackson holds on to it for a little bit too long, but still gets it to Raheem. Raheem goes down. Definitely wasn't a penalty. This is my problem with Raheem, is that there are moments in which he holds onto the ball for slightly too long. And I feel like it was one of those moments. Raheem is still on the deck, appealing for a penalty. I don't think you're going to get it, Raheem, because you basically lost out, and the ball was there. The Newcastle lads won it, didn't they? They just won it. Such a shame. I think Raheem was off there, but we're going to play on. And he passed it to Cucurella on the left-hand side. Come on, boys. We need a goal now. We need a goal soon. Enzo picks up the ball. Palmer did an unbelievable vertical run there. He could have split the lines, but he didn't want to because he didn't want to lose the ball. Am I going on Joey's podcast today? I'm not. Joey is not filming today. We're not filming together, which is a massive shame. I love Joey. But we're going to be in the studio this week filming a bit of a review of this game, so don't worry. I'll be back with Joey soon. I can't wait to see him. I am seeing him tomorrow for the kickoff. So again, make sure you're there. Send some love in the stream if you join us, because I love seeing you guys there, and it means a lot that you're joining the kickoff stuff as well. So thank you for that. But yeah, we'll be filming with Joey very soon. I wanted to stream with him today, but he's a busy man, and he deserves a couple of moments off, because bloody hell, that man works very, very hard. So we're streaming together soon. Chelsea have just won the ball. Cole Palmer breaks it up. Jackson's through. Oh, he just gets the ball nicked away from him, and he can't get the pass back to Conor Gallagher. I should have said that Gallagher broke it up there. That's why we love him. He wins those interceptions very high up the pitch. And Ugo Chukwu is there. We win the foul. The throw-in, I should say. Jackson, should he have done better here, chat? What do you think? So Jackson gets the ball. He's way onside. He controls it fairly well. He just doesn't get the shot off. Would Broyer have got the shot off there? Probably he would. I'm saying it now. He probably would have got the shot off there. Thiago Silva has always got his eyes open, and he wants to play a long ball. I love that. But I don't love when Enzo loses it in the middle of the park. Gallagher, just tenacious, loses it and gives away a foul. And a deserved foul, I should say. A very deserved foul. So, yeah. Yellow. Sorry, that just shocked me. I'm looking at the chat because I just thought that was over. Gallagher gets a yellow card. I mean, I know it was a slide, but he gets the ball. Refereeing, eh? Refereeing these days, eh? Didn't get that one at all. I don't think that was a foul. What do you think, guys? Was that a foul? I mean, sorry, it was a foul. Don't think it was a yellow card. I love him winning the ball high up. This is interesting. So they just dropped off there. Cole Palmer's still through the middle. I feel like it'd be good to get a proper winger on the right-hand side. Sterling is... they've just switched the ball, and Sterling is pressing him. They've switched it inside. Ugo Chukwu wins the ball, breaks up play. And it goes in between Jackson and Sterling, and they don't claim it, which is a bit rubbish. They should have claimed it there. Reece James got the yellow card. Right, Newcastle get a foul. We need to be careful here, because it's sort of getting a bit... It's getting a bit... I don't know, fouly, isn't it? So, Gallagher gets the ball there. Oh, Reece James got a yellow card for kicking the ball away. What a joke. Yeah, Nathaniel, I totally agree with you, mate. I totally agree with you. It's all set up for Mudryk. But get him on soon. Like, I don't want to Pochettino. Like, he does leave it a little bit too late. He really does leave it a little bit too late sometimes. And I don't want like a 75 or an 80-minute substitution here. We need to be doing it earlier. And I know things are sort of evenly poised at the moment, but we need to be making these changes earlier on in the game, really, don't we? We really do. Come on, boys. Right. Newcastle get a free kick. They whip it in. Cucurella with the header. Jackson keeps it on. He's looked... He just doesn't do well enough sometimes, Jackson. He's won the goal kick. I think... Do you know what? It was one of those things. I used to play up front, and it was one of those things they always told me, just hold on to the ball sometimes. And Jackson, he can do it. He's just not an expert at it. And at this level, you need to be an expert sometimes. So just hold it for a split second longer than you think in those moments. Give someone a chance to make a run. But we're back underway. We're playing the ball out from the back. Badia Shield tries to lump it up, and he's lost it, and basically Newcastle are in here. So what's going... Oh, fucking hell. The referee just stops starting every 2 seconds here. It's boring, innit? It's very, very boring. You don't love it. You do not love it at all. And they've got another free kick. How many free kicks have they had so far? It's a lot, I'll tell you that for sure. It's a lot. And Trippier's over it, and we know what Trippier can do with a free kick. It goes far. It goes very far. It goes over everyone. They head it in. Ugo Chukwu's got to use his strength to shepherd it out against another youngster, Miley, and he does incredibly well. What do we think overall of Ugo Chukwu so far in this game? I think he's been pretty good. Considering he's taking the boots of... he's filling the boots of Caicedo. That's very difficult, isn't it? Right, he's just... Speaking of there, he's just gone in deep. He's got the ball. I think he's been very good. I'd give him a 7 out of 10 so far today. I think he's been immense. Jackson, again, misses out there, and he's just not strong enough. I really, really, really want Broja to be on the pitch now, actually. And if Broja is fit, I think you bring him on sooner rather than later. Like, we were calling out for it, and I think I was in two minds about my starting 11 before the game, and I did say Jackson to start, and I said that because Broja's coming off an injury, and maybe he isn't ready to start. But I would like to see Broja soon. Badiashile with a ball forward, nearly got to Sterling, didn't get it. Sterling pushed the player there, obvious, and it's a stupid foul. But yeah, Raheem, you idiot. Raheem just kicked the ball away, unnecessarily so, and gets a yellow card for no reason. Not good. I don't want to see just yellow cards upon yellow cards for no reason. It was a clear foul. Give them the ball and walk away. You know? All of the time is being counted anyway. And we need the time because we need to get a blimmin' win. We need to get a bloody win out of this game. Look at Gallagher pressing there. Absolutely beautiful. You love it. You love to see it. But Newcastle were threatening here, and that's an unbelievable ball. And that is an unbelievable goal. They have scored. It's Jamal Lascelles, a player that shouldn't even be starting for Newcastle. He's captaining them. And we've just switched off. We've just completely switched off. This is appalling. This is an appalling goal. It's rubbish defending. And it all comes from a needless foul from Raheem Sterling. Needless. Completely pointless. And this is where you'll see whether the boys are going to step up. We've just been too slow to react there in general. The ball gets switched over to the left-hand side. We don't track our runners. There's so much time there. I think you do have to blame Badiashile there in the middle. It's probably Badiashile's man, isn't it? This is where you see the young elements and the rawness of our team sometimes. Is there are like simple concentration-based moments of the game that don't happen there. And players like Lascelles can just saunter through our defence and expose us. And that's exactly what we've done there. It's just not good enough. And we've made it very difficult for ourselves. And now, Pochettino, you've got to react quickly. You've got to make the changes fast. Because if you don't, we could lose this game quite easily. So we should be seeing some changes. They're in. They're going to score a third. Unbelievably poor defending. So bad. We've just been saying we've got to react. I mean, they've been brilliant. Newcastle have been brilliant. They've put us under so much pressure there. Joel Linton, a player that I didn't rate, has just made Thiago Silva look stupid. It's Thiago Silva. It's not one of our youngsters here. It's not one of our young players that have lost concentration. You say it's a folly of youth. It's Thiago Silva. Maybe he slipped. Let's watch it back. But come on, so bad. Cole Palmer's given him a relatively easy pass there. And just Thiago Silva's just had an absolute mare. Absolute mare. I mean, what has he done? He hasn't passed it. He hasn't controlled it. This is sometimes where, you know, you can be too blasé in defence. Just get the ball forward. And also maybe where you have Broja up top, maybe that's where, you know, he holds onto the ball and he can, and you don't mind lumping it up the pitch. But for God's sake, 2 goals in 2 minutes effectively. We look rubbish. I haven't even updated the first goal yet. That's how rubbish this has been. Wow, Newcastle 3-1. They've just come straight at us and we just look absolutely rubbish. We've been torn apart. And you've got to change it immediately now. I mean, we were saying you have to change it at 2-1, 30 fucking seconds ago. And you've definitely got to change it now. You've definitely got to change it. Just bring on... Charlie, you're so right, mate. Bring on Mudryk now. And bring on Broja now. Now is too late. It should have been done 2 minutes ago. Oh wow. Ugo Chukwu nearly got exposed again. Absolutely awful. Yeah, there you go. The old man's still watching, telling me that I haven't updated the score, but I haven't because I've been too busy watching us concede 2 goals. Oh my God, they've slipped as well and we haven't capitalised. Oh, they've passed it to us. Connor's done an awful touch. So bad. So bad. And we haven't capitalised. Come on, lads. We should have been capitalising there. We switch off. I mean, Trippier slipped over so bad. Jackson doesn't even look like he gives a shit, does he? Still no changes. Awful. We need to be doing something very, very soon. This is a game that we could have easily won. And it's a game that they had no right to win because of their injuries. And they're going to. They're going to win easily here. Such a shame. But look, there's half an hour in it. Maybe we can get a draw if we buck our ideas up and get the changes on the bloody pitch. I don't think it's been Connor's best game today. I really don't. But bloody hell, we've got to be winning games like this. So many mistakes today, you know. Cole Palmer. Do you know what? It's a very good pass from Cole Palmer. It's very good. Jack, you're saying you don't see the intensity that you saw in the Man City game. You're so right. This is the thing, right? It's very easy to motivate someone to be up for a game against Man City. When it's going against Newcastle and going up on that long trip and in a stadium that is very difficult, it's not as easy to get up for it, is it? It's just as simple as that. Yeah. We're sat there, right? And I am lucky enough to be going to Stamford Bridge often. And we sit there sometimes and just go, change it now. Like, we're shouting at Poch, just say, change it earlier. And he hasn't done it. And I think that's where we got exposed today. There's some tired legs out there. There's some really tired players out there. You can see that. Great pass from Thiago Silva. Finally a pass. Pass. Cole Palmer does it. Cucurella, you've got to do something here. Do you know what? Like, there's good interplay. But it's not leading to very much, is it? Ugo Chukwu been everywhere. I would say he's been really good today. Ugo Chukwu, really, really good. Enzo closed out. There's no options for him. There's no options for him at all. Badiashile to Thiago Silva. Come on, Chelsea. We need this. We need a good result here. I mean, a draw is the bare minimum, really, is what we should have expected before the game, what we should have wanted before the game. Gallagher just gets fouled there, but I mean, it's a soft foul. It's a really soft foul. And look, we're sat there 65 minutes and it's been a poor performance, and again, there's nothing going on. I really hope this is a change. I hope there's some movement down there in the tunnel, in the managerial area. I mean, this is the problem. We haven't got Poch on the sidelines today. Again, you could see that was going to be an issue. Mudryk is stripping off. Ambrosia, boys. Come on, this is our chance, right? And the Caicedo as well. Triple sub, right? Finally. 66 minutes. Has he left it too late is the question. But come on. Those are the changes that we needed. Arguably, all three of them should have been starting today. But it's great to see those boys. It'll be very interesting to see if Jackson does come off and whether it'll be Broja and all of them. But, oh my God, Cole Palmer's got caught in possession. They're bombing on forward here. Oh, God, Reece James, great challenge. We've got the ball back. Cole Palmer, very blasé. They could have been in there, Newcastle. They could have been absolutely in there easily. And we've managed to get back. God, guys, I don't know how to feel about this. It's not good. We look open. We look very open. And we're going to be open. We're going to be even more open in a second when we make the changes, depending on who comes off. But I can anticipate there'll be a lot of changes. And a lot of they'll be attacking, to be honest with you. Here we go. Put pressure on Pope. Please, yes, that's what we need to do, Jackson. You need to put pressure on these boys. And that's too easy. We need to be higher up here, putting the pressure on them. We're not connecting with our passes. Badiashile there just makes a challenge, doesn't get it. Cole Palmer ends up bringing down their player there. And they're not going to be able to bring on changes. They're not going to be able to affect the game in a significant way. But we are. And that's what you're going to see with these changes. Thank God. We've been waiting for it, chat. We've been waiting for this moment. And we're going to see some subs here. So, 23 is coming off. That is Gallagher, isn't it? Gallagher's coming off for Mudryk. Fair enough. Right. So, number one, Fair enough. That is absolutely fine. Gallagher for Mudryk, I don't mind that at all. Jackson looks like he's coming off for Broja. Fair enough. Done nothing today. Done absolutely nothing. And again, this is where, you start questioning him and you start going, is Broja the one that should be the starter? And Caicedo is coming on. Who is Caicedo coming on for here? If it's Enzo, I don't blame them, because Enzo has had to travel up and down the world, travel for hundreds of miles, thousands of miles. There you go. Who came off for him? I didn't even see it. Let's have a look. Ugachukwu came off. Okay, that's fine. I mean, Ugachukwu's played well. Ugachukwu done well. Charlie, you're blaming Poch. I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is, right, is that it's just mistakes, though, isn't it? Like, it is mistakes today. Badiashile switched off for that second goal, and Thiago Silva just made a horrendous error. And I mean, how difficult and how unusual is that to say that Thiago Silva makes the error? So good to see Caicedo on. We need him. And this is the difference between Caicedo and Enzo as a partnership and everyone else. Even though Ugachukwu played really well, it's great to see Caicedo playing, and we're gonna have to have an unbelievable last 20 or so minutes to be able to get back into this game. Really, really unbelievable. It's going to be very, very difficult. So we're getting it. Cole Palmer everywhere again, everywhere. He's all over the pitch. Receiving play, looking for the pass. There's not a lot of movement up in front of him, and this is there now where Newcastle don't need to attack. They've got a 2-goal cushion. They can just bomb in. Broja gets the ball over the top. He controls it. He's done all right. We want to see that. I don't know why they're claiming for the offside, because I don't think it was. TC, you're in the chat. Legend, welcome. Can Chelsea even get a European spot this year? Not if we don't win this game, I'll tell you that for sure. Not if we don't even draw it. It's looking more and more away. This is where the losses earlier in the season against the easy teams really will come up. Because I can't think you can't blame Chelsea for losing a game against Newcastle, even if they are decimated by injuries. But it shows up all the other losses. Chris, you're saying Palmer's been poor. He hasn't done much. I think poor's harsh, but yeah, hasn't done much. We can't keep relying on players like Cole Palmer, even how good he's been. But he's still a young player. We've got to rely on people like a Sterling, and there's not many players you can rely on when they're young players. Sterling, Enzo. You got to look at players with immense quality. We've got that all over the pitch, but they're not stepping up at the moment. They're really, really not stepping up. Win the Carabao Cup and get the Conference League. That's an interesting one actually. Before the game, I was listening to a podcast. They were saying, would you rather win this game and lose the Carabao Cup game? Because we're playing Newcastle on the 19th of December. Would you rather win today's game, or would you rather win the cup game? I'd rather have won today's game, to be honest with you. The Carabao Cup would be good, but the league is everything for us. We need to get those Champions League places. It will make so much difference to us. Nathaniel instantly better with Caicedo, and our ball progression. So right, so true. This is why they left it too late. Even if we do get a goal here, it's still going to be bloody tough. They're very good at the darker arts of football and knocking it around and playing the ball around, keeping the ball, and they're doing that now. They're doing that very easily now, very, very easily. We've got to put pressure on here. They are look at how easily they're moving the ball here. Look how easy it is. It's not good enough. Headers. Badiashile has looked very good in moments of this game, but he has switched off in key moments as well. It's a shame. Don't get the Disasi one. I'd like to see... Reece had to make a challenge there. He had to, and he's going to get a yellow card for his trouble. Don't get the Disasi one. Don't get it. Unless he's got some injury here. What's going on here? He's got the red card out. He's got sent off. Was Reece on a yellow card already? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for God's sake. Did he need to do that? Do you know what, guys? There's been so many moments today that just unnecessary things. Wow. TC said it right. Wow. Just completely unnecessary. And that's game over, isn't it? And now we lose Reece for the next game. Not good. So tough, isn't it? So tough. So tough. Newcastle was always going to be a difficult game, but with the context here, this feels like a bad loss. Feels like a really, really bad loss. Feels like a really bad one. So bad. What was that? What was that? This is gutting, isn't it? When you lose your best player like that. What's going on here? Offside. We've just got to go for it now, haven't we? Like, I totally agree with you, Ian, by the way, mate. Like, Reece is so good, but he does make choices sometimes where you just go like, what are you doing, mate? Like, you're so calm. So they're taking Cole Palmer off here. It's one of those ones, right, where you just go like, do you need to be making that change there? Like, do you just keep Cucurella, Badiashile and Thiago Silva, just use the energy in midfield and let Cole Palmer push from the back? Like, now we've got Cucurella on left back. Like, did we need 4 at the back here? We know what Newcastle are going to do. They're going to sit so far back. We're not going to be able to get Mudryk in. We're not going to be able to get the pressure in. That was like, did we need to make that defensive change? What's that going to change? What is that going to change? And now we're going to be without Reece for the next game, which is it's a big loss, you know, to not have Reece. It's a really big loss. Obviously, he can continue his rehabilitation, but it's just ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, this is the thing. And TC, you're so right. This was one of those games where you could have taken the momentum that we've looked so good against City and Spurs, and we could have beaten these guys and come back and looked brilliant, and then it shuts everyone up, and then we were in immense form. We're the form team in the Premier League, arguably, at that point, you know, just with the results alone, with the teams that we've beaten. And yeah, it's a real missed opportunity. Real, you know, really bad missed opportunity. And it's come from just silly mistakes. And Newcastle look dominant now. They're all over us. And chances are going to be in here. They're going to get a lot of chances. We can't even clear the ball. I mean, Cucurella does the right thing and just lumps it up. But yeah, bloody hell. It's not good at all. And we've even lost the stream. F my life. Give me a second, guys. We'll just get this back up. Just such a shame, isn't it? Such a shame. What's the hardest thing at the moment is that we just, like, we have so much hope. We have so much hope at the moment. And we have so much promise with our team. We look so good. And we just get results like this where we just should be winning. We really should be winning it. It's just such a shame. Such a shame. And now I'm a bit further behind you guys now. So I'm just going to sort that out. Another foul. Another stupid foul by Cucurella. Now we're back in 10th, mid-table mediocrity. Brentford have the chance to go above us again. Wolves have the chance to go above us. You know, it's such a shame. We knew it was going to be a hard season. We really did know it was going to be a hard season, and it's going to be very difficult now. Just so stupid. Look at us sliding in here. I mean, just we've not been smart today. Look at fair play to Luton. Look, they're out of the drop zone. Everton are now in last place before the game tomorrow. Fair play to them. It's 1-1 at that game. Brighton are winning 3-1. They've got a red card. Lewis Dunk sent off, so he won't be available. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. But I mean, yeah, at the moment we need everything we can. Brighton aren't looking the best at the moment, but you know, Forest beat us. So, it was so hard today because I thought we were going to be up for something. I thought we were riding the wave. We're riding the crest of the wave, and it's just not turned out that way. And Jack, do you know what, mate? I totally agree. The changes came too late. Changes came way too late. Maybe, even after that goal, after that second goal, there should have been something. Cucurella misses the next match. I mean, again, I don't mind that too much, especially if Gusto is back or Disasi can fill in at right back. Disasi's fine at right back. He's all right. And Colwell is actually probably the best left back. And do you know why he misses the game? Because he was chatting shit. It's just like, this is where our petulance, our stupidity comes out. Because that is just, we've had some yellow cards today that are just dumb. They're just really, really, really dumb. Stupid decisions. Really stupid. But there you go. Gusto can play right back. I don't know if Gusto's going to be fit. Is he? Is he on the bench today, Gusto? I don't know if he is. Yeah, I don't think he is. I don't know if he's going to be back. Yeah. Yeah, and Jack, you're right. Like, the thing is like when that goal goes in, the second goal, you know that we're going to have to chase the game against a team who's going to be sitting deep. They're definitely not sitting deep now, but they would have been. And so you have to do something immediately. And we didn't. I think, Caicedo being on there, no fouls. Like, Sterling wanted to do a foul there. He wanted to give away a foul. And look at the space they've got here. Well done, Colwell. Again, it's such a shame that Colwell hasn't been starting here. And I know he's been injured, but he's looked like a rock. And it's harsh on Badiashile, but he has made some errors today. He's looked so silky in so many other moments. But I just don't feel like Cole deserved to have been dropped. And Sterling again can't keep the ball. Such a shame today. We had the opportunity to really be good and to really put a mark on the Premier League and to say, yeah, we are one of the best teams in the Premier League now. We can beat Spurs. We can mix it against City. And we failed the assignment. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I agree with you, Ian. It's like being there, having Pochettino on the sideline, maybe he would have been able to change things quicker. And it's such a shame not having him on the sidelines. And again, another yellow, and it's Colwell this time, but just like fouls that just don't need to be happening. They really don't need to be happening. So stupid. And Isak is coming off here for Newcastle, understandably so, because he's just been coming back from injury. But he got that goal. Look how easily he slotted this goal in. TC, legend, thank you so much, mate. Big love to you. Thanks for joining me. And make sure you're in the stream tomorrow. I hope to see you there. I'm looking at the Brighton match as well. They've got some highlights here. Looks like it could have been they're showing the red card for Dunk. Rightly so. And TC, you're joining tomorrow. Brilliant. Can't wait to see you there, mate. And there you go. Forest have slotted the penalty, and it's 2-3. They're in the game. I'd love a 2-3 here, can I just say? Oh, Luton have scored against Palace. No way. Oh, brilliant. I'm chuffed for Luton. Well done to Luton. That is a great result for them. Chuffed for them. Palace, a decent team as well, So good. There you go. My old man is saying, put my boots on. I do. I've got the kit on. So I wouldn't need to change, really. I just have to put the boots on, and maybe I would score a goal for us tonight. Don't see anyone else doing it at the moment. Bro, hasn't even fucking had a touch. Mudryk is in here. Come on, use your pace, Mudryk. Use your pace. Push it forward. He hasn't really got any other options, has he? Sterling's got the ball. He's cut inside. Does he want it on his left foot? He's just held on for it for too fucking long. So dumb. So dumb. That was our chance. What is going on here, lads? What is going on here? Like that, like... Do you know what is annoying about today is we've had chances. We've had a lot of chances. and we haven't taken them. And this is the thing, like, I feel in the last third, in the final third, we panic. We panic so many times. We saw it even when we scored all the goals against Spurs. Oh, they're in here. Newcastle are in here. Badiashile goes over. Thiago Silva's left him, and they've scored. They've got a goal. It's Gordon. Fucking hell. We've gone from being right up the pitch, nearly scoring a goal, making the wrong decision again, to then conceding 4-1. And I have to say, so let's say this: Newcastle, fair fucking play to you. You've made us look shit. You've made us look absolutely crap, right? They have had a squad that has been ripped apart, more injuries than us. We can't keep using that fucking excuse. And they've made us look like a bunch of schoolboys playing football. They made us look rubbish. That back two today, it's just been nothing. They've just been walked all over. And this is a battering. And Sterling scored a great goal. I agree with you, Jack. Done fuck all since. We just look so bang average. We look so bang average today. Such a shame. And Brian messages me and says, the real star boy. There you go. How can we say anything other than that? You know, they have made us look average. And do you know what? I don't know if it's a mixture of how good they've been and how shit we've been. I think it's more, I'm sorry to say it, how crap we've been. I think we have been absolutely rubbish. Ian saying, I wish I hadn't stayed up. It's 2:45 in the morning and we were dreadful. And thanks for loving the work, mate. I really appreciate it. And thank you for watching along. Big love. And thanks for support on the channel. I know you've been watching a lot of the videos. Really, really appreciate it. If I were you, I would go back to bed now. And I would just call it quits. Because we've been absolutely rubbish. Make sure you watch the match review, because I'm going to be giving my thoughts on it. I don't even really know what to say, to be honest with you. Like, it's just been so bad. There's so many learnings from today. There's a learning about, like, our performance. There's a learning about our match intelligence. There's a learning about the subs. There's a learning about how we set up before the game. There's a learning about our inexperience generally on the pitch. There's a learning about how much we actually want to win games. And you just see that that Newcastle wanted to win it. Jack, lots of love, mate. Lots of love. Thank you for joining as well. So much love to all of you for joining all over the world when it's so early in the morning or late at night. I love it. Thank you so much for joining. I've had a lot of fun with you guys, and we're not done just yet, because we'll see the end of this game. And then, we'll get into the dissection of this performance afterwards. We really need to do it now. They're focusing on Enzo here. Is Lascelles coming off? I mean, that's the thing now, is they're just going to bring on kids. Madueke is coming on now. Too little, too late, really, isn't it? Too little, too late. What's he going to fucking do in 5 minutes, you know? Nicholas, you dread every game. I feel exactly the same. Sterling comes off, and rightly so. She's done fuck all in the second half. I dread every game as well. This is the thing as Chelsea fans now, which I'm finding really difficult, is you don't really know how it's going to go. Like, back in the day, you were like, oh, this game's going to be a hard game. We're playing United or we're playing Liverpool. It's going to be a tough one. But and no discredit to Newcastle. They're a big team. And we knew this was going to be a hard game. And actually, maybe this is one of those games that you go, this is going to be one of the hardest games in this run, because going up there is so difficult. They won it. Newcastle won it. In every game they play, they want to win. And a lot of these modern teams don't feel the same way. And I have to say, we just don't look at it today. The desire is the key thing that we've been missing out on. More than anything is the desire. Because you just look at them at the moment and there's just no intensity. We're not even pressing them. The heads have gone down, and we've been rightly beaten. We've been rightly thrashed. You know. Big love, Nathaniel. I know you've been a big supporter of the channel as well. Thanks for watching, mate. Yeah, I think if we do... I mean, we need to get a result against Brighton next. We need to. And that's not an easy game. Make no mistake about it. That's not an easy game at all. West Ham have come back against Burnley. Wow. That's a big result for them. Fair play. Is it Souček? Souček got the goal there. Fair play to West Ham. This is the thing. They come back and get a result. And I tell you what, I don't think there are many people, me included, that thought 1-0 at half-time that Newcastle were going to win this game 4-1. I thought they were going to get tired and we were going to expose them. And it's just ridiculous. Can we get a consolation goal? I'd love a consolation goal. I'd love a Broja goal, I'll tell you that for sure. Broja would be a bloody brilliant one. Such a shame. It's a really harrowing performance. And it's one of those ones now that we've got... we can't have many shouts like this for the rest of the game. And this is where, like, again, when you're looking now at like what our starting 11 should be, before this game, you go in... There's no way that you can change it about. We just performed so well against... Oh, that's such a bad header as well. And Enzo has to foul him. You can't change the team. There's no way the starting 11 could change after those performances. But now, after this game, you go, well, for the next one, for Brighton, we've got to mix it up. We've got to mix it up. We've got to give some of these players that are maligned, like a Mudryk or, like a Broja, we've got to give them a chance from the start. Because the other boys have been rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. We had chances in the first half. We had chances in the first half to win this game, and we haven't done it. I like that from Madueke. He obviously wants to win it. He's coming in here. But there's a few minutes left, and that's going to be it. That is going to be it. It's just the inconsistency of the performances that really wind me up. Because Spurs wasn't the best performance, but at least we got the win. City was an unbelievable performance. Just put another misplaced pass there. Caicedo, tough. This is the thing. A lot of the boys have been going backwards and forwards, but a lot of them haven't, though. So you can't just blame the international period. So shit. So fucking shit. And there are results all around us that are going to push teams up the league. West Ham are 4 points clear of us, Man United, if they beat if they beat Everton, they're going to be 8 points clear of us. 8 points. And we're saying they're shit. We're going to have a very good second half of the season. Really good second half of the season. And we started this year with an easy run of games. So yeah, we haven't even attacked. We haven't looked good. It's a big shame. It's a big shame. I think you're right, Luke. I think you're right. So Lucas just said there's no way we're getting top 4. I just can't see how we do it now. I really can't. Especially when you look at Newcastle getting more points against us now. This was a must-win game, wasn't it, for top 4? And even if it's top 5, it's going to be hard. It's going to be very, very hard. We're not even attacking. And this is the thing. You're right, Luke. Newcastle, they're not looking the best. And we've made them look very good. Better than they are. Mudryk just getting absolutely battered there. It's Matt Ritchie as well, We're so immature. You're right. It's just young kids not performing well. This is tough, guys. It's really, really tough. It's they're bringing on 2 kids now for the last 5 minutes, and fair play to them. I think overall, you've got to use this game and take some learnings from it. You've got to say we've got to be better in so many areas. And I think this is what I'm going to get into in my match review today is what can we learn and how can we be better from performances like this? Because I'll tell you one thing, we can't have too many results like this anymore. We really, really can't. So many silly cards. Look, you're so right. There were yellows up and down the pitch. James getting sent off was just a nail in the coffin. I mean, the game was actually done. The game was done then. I'd rather Reece had just stay on the pitch and they score another goal. The game was over. Reece now misses the next game. It's dumb. And this is the thing, Reece is actually so calm and collected, and he's smart. And yeah, he's just made such an error there. We finally get a foul, but it's too little, too late. There are so many decisions today that were poor decisions up and down the pitch. You know, you talk about goals being missed, opportunities being missed. It's just not been good enough. So, yeah, so tough. Oh, Madueke with an unbelievable touch. He's running at the back, cut inside. He can't get past his man, but unbelievable. And yeah, I still haven't changed the score. Mate, my head's gone. My head's gone. Dexax, you're saying that Badiashile was good. I think Badiashile had good moments, but I still think he made a few mistakes. And look at that now, they're just passing it around. So shit. Just bad performance all round. I can't actually think of one player that I was impressed by. Is there one player? And I don't think Badiashile can be included within that because he made mistakes that gave away goals. Is there one player today that you go has been a decent one? Worst performance of the season. There you go, Luke, saying we need a striker. I agree with that, but then you go, if you get a striker in, that's the end of Broja. You know? And yeah, like Enzo was not bad. Yeah. Not bad isn't like, you know, that isn't good enough, is it, for Chelsea? That isn't good enough. Like, we need sort of like 10 out of 10 performances. So I can't pick out anyone. And you know what? That's one of the few games this season. Because like, even when we've lost really bad, even Forest game, there were a few performances that were okay. But today is just so bad. And it's painful. It's painful watching us at the moment. Thiago Silva, again, we're trying to play it out from the back and we just don't have anyone there. But again, it's 10 men. So difficult. So difficult. Top 4 is done, boys. Top 4 is done. And also, like even... Oh, Mudryk is through here. Come on, Mudryk. Get us a little moment of joy at least. And he misplaces the pass. Just tells you everything you need to know, doesn't it? That's it. That's the game over. 4-1 is the final result. Eddie Howe shakes hands with Jesus Perez. And we've lost, guys. It's just been such an awful performance. Ryan, I think it's a bit harsh to say he might not be captain material, but he's definitely got to switch on. He's got to sort it out. You know, he's got to calm down in moments and just be sensible decisions. Sanchez was okay, but bloody hell, 4 goals conceded. You know, it's just, I don't think it's his fault, but he hasn't been amazing today. And you're right, bad games happen. But this was particularly bad. And like, we shouldn't, that performance warranted the scoreline. The second half was so bad. In fact, it was one of our worst ones. But yeah, look, you've got to try and take some positivity from it. It's, in moments like this, it's very difficult to take any positivity from it. But you've got to sort of go, there are some lessons to be learned there. And maybe, just maybe, we can get a very good result against Brighton, who don't look like they are amazing, even though they got a good result today, a decent result. We need to move on to the next one. So, yeah, so tough. But I have to say thank you to all of you for joining me. Thank you so much. It was great to spend time with you, even though our team is absolutely shite. And we deserve to lose today. But, yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. We didn't have Poch there on the sidelines, but I had you guys with me to cheer me up. And I'm very, very grateful for you all doing so, because if I wasn't and I was sat at home watching it by myself, I think I'd be fucking sitting there crying now because it was absolutely rubbish. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to leave it there because what I'm going to do right now is film a little match review for you guys. So yeah, let me know what you think. I appreciate all your love. Really, really, really appreciate it. Thanks to every single one of you for watching the videos and joining me on the stream. I love doing these streams, and I think what we'll try and do in the future is maybe stream on the Kickoff channel and we can get you all on there. That'd be really, really good, and we can stream some more games when we're not in the studio. that'll be really fun. I'd love that. So let's book that, and onwards and upwards to Brighton. I'm going to try and film this review now and get it out straight away. So make sure you tune in to that video. If you do tune in for that video, leave me a comment and just say something like live stream love. Let me know that you're watching along. I'll give you a heart and give you a big old thank you for joining me there. And shit result, boys, but we've got to take the positives and move on. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you when I drop that video very soon. Thank you so much.